He wasn't born into widespread fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about him, a calm authority, a grounded strength, a presence that felt steady even in silence. Barış Baktaş didn't simply appear on Turkish television as another new face. He built his identity with patience, transforming discipline and quiet determination into one of the most talked about rising careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Barış Baktaş was born on February 12, 1997, in Batman, Turkey. Long before scripts and studio lights, he was deeply connected to structure and responsibility. He pursued higher education in economics, showing an analytical side that few associate with the entertainment world. Alongside academics, he developed an interest in music and creative expression, gradually discovering that performance offered something numbers alone could not: emotional communication. His early years were not defined by instant visibility. Instead, he moved steadily, exploring modeling and artistic projects before stepping fully into acting. That breakthrough arrived with his role as Baron Karabey in Çiçekleri. The series quickly gained a dedicated following, particularly among international viewers, and his portrayal of a complex, emotionally restrained character captured attention. Through Baron, he conveyed tension, loyalty, pride, and vulnerability without exaggeration, building connection through subtle intensity. What distinguishes Barış Baktaş is control. Rather than relying on dramatic outbursts, he often chooses minimal expression, allowing emotion to simmer beneath the surface. This restrained style created strong on-screen chemistry and positioned him as a compelling dramatic lead early in his career. As the series expanded its reach across digital platforms, his popularity grew beyond Turkey. Social media engagement surged, fan communities multiplied, and his name began circulating in discussions about the next generation of Turkish male leads. Yet despite the attention, his progression has remained measured rather than rushed. Off-screen, his image reflects composure and discipline. Fitness and physical conditioning remain part of his routine, reinforcing the structured mindset that shaped his early years. He keeps his private life guarded, sharing limited glimpses rather than constant exposure. That controlled visibility strengthens the mystique surrounding him. His fashion presence leans toward sharp tailoring and understated confidence. Whether appearing at promotional events or in editorial shoots, he projects modern masculinity without excess. Clean lines, neutral tones, and structured silhouettes complement his calm persona. Financially, his rise reflects growing television earnings, brand collaborations, and expanding international visibility through streaming distribution. While still early in his long-term trajectory, his estimated net worth signals steady upward momentum rather than fleeting hype. What sets Barış Baktaş apart is quiet ambition. He approaches acting as craft rather than shortcut, gradually refining emotional delivery and screen command. In an industry that often rewards loud visibility, his strength lies in subtle presence. As of 2026, Barış Baktaş stands as one of the most promising emerging actors in Turkish television, known for restraint, discipline, and controlled intensity. His journey from a structured academic path to dramatic lead reflects patience, adaptability, and belief in gradual growth. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him, a quiet intensity and emotional depth that made audiences pause and feel every scene more deeply. Aras Bulut İynemli didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his reputation role by role, transforming raw potential into one of the most respected acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Aras Bulut İynemli was born on August 25, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Unlike many who plan their path toward acting from childhood, Aras initially focused on education, studying aircraft engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Yet even during his academic years, his natural charisma and strong screen presence began opening doors in modeling and advertising, gradually pulling him toward the world of performance. His acting journey began with the youth drama Oil Bur Geyser Zaman Ki, where he portrayed Mida Karsu. The emotional complexity he brought to the role immediately caught public attention, proving that he possessed rare dramatic instincts even as a newcomer. That breakthrough laid the foundation for a career defined by bold choices and powerful storytelling. Rather than staying within one character type, Aras consistently challenged himself. In Matizm Yüzyıl, he stepped into the historical world as Sait Saad Beyazıt, delivering a performance filled with intensity and royal conflict. Later, in Ayserd, he portrayed Umut Yılmaz, navigating a layered narrative of loyalty, identity, and revenge. The series became a massive success and further cemented his status as a leading man capable of carrying emotionally demanding roles. His transformation into Yamak, Kakavali, and Çukur marked another turning point. The gritty crime drama showcased his ability to portray vulnerability, rage, and responsibility all at once. Yamak became one of the most iconic characters in modern Turkish television, and Aras carried the role with controlled power and authenticity for multiple seasons. On the big screen, he expanded his range even further. His portrayal of a father in the film Seven, Kogastaki Mukai's, deeply moved audiences and achieved international recognition through global streaming platforms. The film's emotional weight demonstrated his capacity to connect with viewers far beyond Turkey's borders. Aras's approach to roles reflects precision and commitment. He selects projects that demand emotional transformation rather than surface-level performance. Instead of repeating familiar formulas, he gravitates toward characters who struggle, evolve, and confront moral conflict. This careful balance between mainstream appeal and artistic depth keeps his career dynamic and respected. Off-screen, Aras maintains a composed and private image. He avoids unnecessary publicity and rarely overshares personal details, choosing instead to let his work define his public identity. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus, centered around preparation, fitness, and continuous growth as an actor. Although his relationships have occasionally attracted media interest, he consistently redirects attention toward his craft. Within the industry, he is described as hardworking, humble, and deeply invested in understanding the psychology of his characters. Aras's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With strong international streaming numbers and a loyal fan base across multiple countries, he has become one of Turkey's most bankable male stars. His estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from television, film, and select brand endorsements, built steadily through long-term credibility rather than short-lived hype. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From emotional youth dramas to historical epics, crime thrillers, and heartfelt cinema, Aras Bulut İynemli continuously evolves. He embraces risk, seeks intensity, and prioritizes meaningful storytelling over comfort. That determination quietly shapes every phase of his journey. As of 2026, Aras Bulut İynemli stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of depth, versatility, and modern Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.